Hello, this is Otaku Solutions. In this video, we will proceed with BipedPlus setup tailored to the character. There are tools like Spring Magic that perform simulation. I will share a simple guideline on how to set up those tools. Do you use Spring Magic a lot among simulation tools? It is a great tool with good simulation results, and I understand many riggers use it. However, this tool has a drawback. Our setup method creates only one offset controller following basic rigging principles. We aim for a method that also creates the offset together. With this approach, the parent position is always 0, and rotation is also 0. 0. You can confirm this. This is called local matrix. Spring Magic and local matrix. Bone. When configured like this, if we call it a bone, it only works with this theoretical structure. That means an offset in the middle. Is not allowed. This simulation is designed to work only with a single bone, classic bone structure. I always recommend installing an offset, but for controllers connected to simulation. If you install an offset, Spring Magic may not work correctly. Of course, there are simulation tools that work even with an offset, so test your own tool. And if it works normally with an offset, use it as is. If it does not work, follow the setup method below. Also, to be realistic, Spring Magic is not actually an official Autodesk tool. It has a well-designed algorithm and has become a widely used tool with good performance, but from my perspective, having to change this structure for Spring Magic is somewhat questionable. This is the drawback. The easier solution would be to contact the Spring Magic developer and request offset structure. Support. I plan to send an email after this video. If that happens, the method in this video may no longer be necessary. Until then, please refer to the setup method below. Our bone structure is divided into a skin bone structure and a controller structure. Normally from the head bone. Let me draw it right away. Left and right. Create just this much. This configuration also works correctly. However, this method lacks consistency. BipedPlus has its own controllers, and having separate skin bones makes it more complex. You also have to wonder where to put the layers. You might also wonder if this serves as a controller. Someone might say it should go in the controller layer. I will explain right now. It is not as complex as you might think. I will organize it for consistency. This is an example. Modify it to suit your production environment. I will rename for consistency. The most important part of rigging is organization. Good organization alone solves more than half the problems. Always build the habit of organizing. With this configuration, take this. Copy it using clone copy or other methods. And separate it with unparent. Controllers get the prefix control in front of their name. Name them Hair 1, Hair 2, Hair 3, Hair 4. And slightly increase the bone size. Unfortunately, there is no feature to increase the size directly. You can adjust it here. I will enlarge it a bit. I will set it to box mode. Turn on display box to make it look like bone mode. I will make it a bit larger. This looks clean. Use the Quick Connect feature of BipedPlus. Add the controllers to the control driver list. Drag the controllers and select the skin bones to add them here. For convenience, searching with Find on the controller name automatically finds. Elements with matching naming. Various connection structures are supported. For constraint, it connects with a matching point constraint. The recommended method is local matrix autoparent, with a fast algorithm. It connects in a simple structure. After connecting, you can confirm that everything follows movement correctly. It is connected, but there is a cleaner structure. The reason I gave the warning earlier is that applying quickly with my script means it will follow the structure I aim for. It is a simple structure where all parents are the same with children below. Spring Magic cannot recognize correctly if there is an offset in the middle. Work using the method I described earlier. The basic settings are the same. You might wonder where to put it. Do not put it in the skin bone layer. This is because unnecessary bones get mixed in during engine export. There is a basic structure we follow. It is not difficult. We always create a space group. A space group means it shares the same position, rotation, and scale as BIP001 pelvis. Exactly, the same position, rotation, and scale. If there is no head space group, first do unfreeze. Select skin head and space. Attach the skin prefix and click Create Space Group to generate it. One is created. I will turn off the shape. When created, it is already in the off state. Let me move it as an example. The head and bone position and rotation are all the same. This is the space group. What should you put inside this space group? Just put in the controllers. Organize the layers. Controllers go in the controller layer. Skin bones go in the skin bone layer. Space groups go in the system layer. This concludes the organization. Just this much and you have a good understanding of the BipedPlus structure. The spring magic test will be skipped in this video. However, you can understand that the current structure is the same as the commonly used structure. Let me add an explanation about the local matrix connection. Local matrix. The advantage is that rotation and position work correctly, and scale is also well reflected. However, since scale is not handled separately, caution is needed when using it. Scale distortion may occur. This will be explained in a separate video later. For now, understand this BipedPlus structure and configure it like this. BipedPlus aims for a very intuitive structure. There are additional things you can do. Scanning will recognize the biped. If you have created custom controllers, please register them in the rigging info. After clicking ADD, you can confirm they are registered. Then click Update once. For example, let me test the reset function in Ani Utils. Even in a rotated state, since we registered it earlier. Reset all will also reset the hair bones together. These kinds of features can also be used in conjunction. Registering custom controllers increases usability. For elements handled by the animator, attaching the controller prefix to the name increases work efficiency. With just this, you can freely customize. Thank you for watching. That is all. Please send any questions by email. Thank you.